We're going to start by customizing our gameplay. And to do that, and some of you have already done this, so go to your layout if you haven't already, and many of you have, but I'm going to go about in changing my player, my asteroid, my bullet, and then together we'll change the health. So starting with the item here, if you haven't already, you can open up the player item, go to your asset folder. Now with this lesson, there'll be some files to download. So if you want the standard files, you can use those or you can find your own. So I'm going to navigate and open up my ship file. So for mine, I'm going to choose, I'll choose the yellow ship. Now zooming out, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. There we go. Next, I'm going to resize the ship. Now, I'm going to exit out of here so you can see. Your item that you're using for a ship may be different. That's fine. I asked you to pick a theme. But whether you want to drag it here, which I'll do, or get it really looking good, really finicky pick, we're going to go over here. I'm going to go 102.55. Press enter. I have a much smaller ship, but that's going to help me later on. Next, I'm going to change my asteroid. So I'm going to open this up, go to my folder, move up into, and I have an asteroid object. So here we go. Here's my asteroid. And select. And finally, I'm going to choose my bullet. Update my bullet item. Again, pick one that fits your theme. I'm going to use the standard that this comes with. And I have this kind of pixelated bullet item. Now for any of these items, you can change the size by dragging them or coming over here. So play around with it with yours. The directions here say 20 by 20, so I will do that. So you see very small. You guys can make yours bigger, smaller, whatever fits your game screen. Next, I'm going to open this up. So this is our health bar. Instead, I'm going to use the one that's provided. So here, go health. Open. Now we got this cool radiant or gradient coloring. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to name it Life Border. In this file here, you should be able to download through Google Classroom. Next, we're going to add a new layer. So I'm going to right-click, add layer at top. We're going to call this GUI. So it means graphical, which is images, user, how we interact, and interface, graphical user interface. Here is where we're going to relocate this to our GUI. So I'm going to start by dragging this out a little because next thing we're going to do with this highlighted, we're going to add a text object. So we're insert new object, text, and we're going to call it txt health. So position this to the side, and we are going to make a few little visual modifications. So with that selected, let's go up to, or go down to the bottom here. So what should the text say? We're going to change this to ship health. And then to make it a little more impactful, sure. Let's go this. We're going to go to impact. So IMPACT. Now you can choose one you like that fits your theme, but here's how we can get a little more customized with our activity. And then we're going to change our font size from 12 to 21. Again, adjust yours to be an appropriate amount, but one, again, that fits your theme. Because this is your game, you want to have it custom. So there we go. Ship health over there. With this selected again, we're going to play with our alignment. So we want to make this look good, make it look as professional as we can. So we're going to change our horizontal alignment to right, our vertical to center, and that should be good. Okay, so now that we have our text box, you can move it to the side here. There we go. Now we know that our players will know through this GUI layer what this is supposed to represent. Next, in order to accent this so it pops, let's insert a new object. Go to our sprites. We're going to call this life border. I believe I may have to change the other one, and I do. So let's just call it life B. Okay. Select, and this again will be a file you can download. And we're just going to lay this now over top. So this acts as an accent feature to our health bar. It gives it a little more professional look. So next we're going to add thrusters. So to make it a little easier to see, I'm going to bring this out, make this bigger here. Now you can download these as well or add ones to your game that would be more appropriate for your theme. But I'm going to right click and go insert new object, sprites, and we'll call it thrust. Go ahead and select, and then in our animation panes, we'll right-click, import from strip. And now I have here these thrusters. So we have different colors. So I got yellow, green. I think blue would be kind of cool. So I have a yellow ship. I'm going to do blue. 24:1. That looks good. Go ahead and delete your first. So now you get this here. What you're going to want to do, though, is we want to turn them 90 degrees. So with the first one selected, go down to 23, hold shift, select, and then let's rotate this 90 degrees. I guess that didn't work like I hoped, so go through on each one. See if it will. Seems to only register the last. So go through, rotate them all. Because what we're going to want is this is going to be a looping animation. So go through, do that. We'll come back. Or actually, select one, drop this down, go apply to all. And if you do that on the first one, you'll be okay. So I'm going to go back, fix these two, and then we will loop them. All right, so with all of your thrusters going in one direction, select your animation, and just like we did with the walk, for flip, we're going to select loop. So cycle through then. We're going to exit off, and now you see we have this here. So the thrusters, I'm going to rotate mine. Okay. So it wasn't quite perfect. I'm going to leave it right here. So as my ship is firing, you get these thrusters, this force of power. So we're going to make that visible for our gameplay.